right. One second, guys. Yo, Isham. How you doing, man? Okay. You just did your last day of work? Always a good feeling to go on vacation, especially the first day. Will you revisit twos again? Oh yeah, I mean, of course. Usually I do twos when I'm out of 2v2 footage. That's how I usually do twos. As soon as I'm out of 2v2 footage, I'll do twos, and then once I need more invasion footage, I'll be doing invasion. That's how I decide. No slot raid content. Still's gonna steal my viewership. Actually, no, that's the other way around. Like, the fact that I'm sticking on Elden Ring is actually beneficial. So you actually, you got it lopsided. Like, not everyone cares about Nightreign. Trying to see, like, if we can get the indicator of where the guy is, but I saw a Giga Stickers vid on my feed, and he did a one-handed combo with this, so I wanted to try it. Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I don't have the patience to fucking... Oop, inventory's all fucked up. I don't have the patience to deal with that bullshit. Just two people camping in a small room, sticking to each other. There's not much room for outplaying anything. Gotta go back to basics. Golem Great Bow. That's what it is. Maybe we'll have a better chance to try out what we wanted the next time. No music? Yeah, no music today, actually. I wanted to try no music. I'd never really done, like, no music on purpose. It does feel empty, though, without music. I'm not sure I like it. Turn on the default invasion music. That'd be horrible. No music is kind of a vibe, to be honest. Yeah, I wanted, I wanted to try it. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm feeling, like, Cleve, I'm feeling like a little, let's say, uneasy when I'm not speaking and I'm not hearing, like, anything. It feels like it's missing something and it's a little bit awkward, like, not having any sound at all. It feels very empty. I don't think he fell. The fuck? Where did he come from? Oh my god, the lat is insane. Oh boy. Yeah. Like, unplayable. Okay. It's just, we're gonna try hard this. I don't think we can play with these guys. Their connection is just way too shit. At least one of them's dead. I have no chance of, like, hitting this guy. So far, like, no chance to actually try anything. Kind of like the double dagger incident. Yeah, actually. It's like you try it, and then the invasions in front of you, or these setups are just not like good invasion setups. Like stuff that's good for dueling is not good for invasions. Dual warp tax, let's go. Yeah, dual warp tax, dude. Dual warp tax combo. Good fight. Tried power stand axe for so long. Oh, dude, we could actually. This could be an opportunity to try fucking. Dude, could you imagine? Power stance axe like this? Oh man. I wonder if we should. I wonder if we would be able to do anything. I feel like the off and thrusting sword is just like light years better. Oh my god, this is. Oof. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not that. I'm not that adventurous. It's legitimately like really fucking bad. Yeah, we missed Twin Axe. I don't even think it's worth it at this point. Just offhand rack? Yeah, offhand rack would work, but the thing with offhand rack is that, like Giga said in his vid, like you want to complement this with something that makes the other person panic roll. So you want something fast. So offhand rack, not necessarily the best option for this setup. I don't know, Scorch, I just started. You gotta love fucking devs who go into streams to promote Kickstarters, like, just fucking pathetic. Yeah, basically what Chirico said. barely has any messages in this chat, the Odium, so, you know, if it was you, Odium, saying that, you know, like, most of your messages are not, like asking people to donate money to whatever. Should probably ban him, actually, not time him out. Wait, where is this? Oh, never mind. Wait. This is like at the other end completely. It's so weird. Great invasion. I will, baby turtle, I will. Guys, let me ask you something. Does it make sense? I hate the concept of Kickstarter. I actually hate it. I despise it. Is it illogical to despise Kickstarters? I want to hear your take on that. Let's change invasion spot. Most of them are scams. What's my reasoning? Why can't you find an investor? Yeah, crowdfunding. I'm not a fan of crowdfunding. I don't like it. It's not like Kickstarter like specifically. I'm talking about crowdfunding, yes. Like, my reasoning is, like, why can't you find an investor? Like, if... maybe investors see it as too risky? Well, maybe that's why most Kickstarters fail then, right? If you can't find any investment, maybe... you know? Maybe you should scale down whatever you're doing. Investors will dip in your earning. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like... you're not giving anything back, like, from Kickstarters, like, really. Like, think about it, like, if I start a company with no with no base funding, right? Like, I have to put, like, all the money up front myself. Either you take out a loan that you have to repay to the bank or whatever, or either you find some funding through either an investor or crowdfunding. I mean, crowdfunding is the one that makes the most sense because you get all the benefits without having to pay any interest and without to have to pay, like, any of the profits back. So technically, by definition, you are scamming the people that you're asking money for. Like, that you're basically just asking for donations. Like, you're begging that money, really. That's what it is. It's begging the money because you're never really paying it back. Like, what people get in return is maybe they'll get the product. Investors just have better things to invest in? Well, if the project sucks, then yes, but... Like, when you say that, it's just an empty phrase. Like, no, like, if you have a good project, like, that's exactly what good investors are looking for. Like, seed projects are the most lucrative for investors. Like, if you have, like, a good venture that's, like, in its umbilical form, this is the most amount of ROI that you're ever going to get as an investor. So your phrase is just, like, have better things to invest in. Technically, like, if you believe in a project, and it's the smaller it is, the more profit you're going to get out of it. So that's kind of false. But, you know, the reason, you know, no one gets investors because, you know, most of the time these projects are kind of unprofessional, you know, too small. No experience. Doesn't make sense, you know, there's a bunch of reasons, but... It's way riskier is what you mean? Again, like, it's... Like, the whole way riskier thing, that's... You know, like, I feel like you don't invest. Like, that's something someone who doesn't invest... Like, the return you get are, like, in direct correlation to the risk. Like, oh, did he bait it? I think he baited it. No, he made it through, what the fuck? Or is he... Oh, he lagged through it. Yeah. Yeah, he just lagged through it. Because the way riskier part is not... It's not really true unless you don't know what you're getting yourself into. That's kind of the whole point. It's like, you only invest in things that you actually believe in. That's the whole idea. Like, the risk part is based on your premise, your belief. Like, anything looks risky if you're ignorant, basically. Yeah, exactly. Like, like, doesn't matter what you invest in, there's never like a 100% chance that you're gonna get like any return. Like, even if you invest in like what you consider as blue chip assets, you know, like, there's always like black swan events, like, you know, and like, you know, it's not gonna stop like the apocalypse if it was ever going to happen. Like, there's always like a non-zero chance of like any risk. Now, obviously, there's some things that have a higher delta, like, you know, there's a higher chance that you might not see your return, but usually, like, you size your investment according to that. It's like if you're a venture capitalist, you're gonna size your investment in relation to how you believe, how much confidence you have in whatever project you're investing in. Like, one reason why I don't like crowdfunding is there's never going to be, like, any accountability for that. It's like you're just begging the money. That's all there is to it. You're begging the money, and, like, people are shelling it out willingly. Just like they're giving to beggars on the streets. And I don't even think that's a good example, because the beggars on the street, you know what you're giving when you're giving the money to them. Like, you know, like, all right, you know, I'm just helping out this person. I'm just helping this guy out. I'm not expecting anything in return. But when you're putting money in a Kickstarter, you're expecting a project to come to fruition with no guarantees. I actually think the crowdfunding is actually worse than giving money away. Which is why, by the way, like, I never ask anyone for anything, ever. Like, I never ask for subscription, never ask for donation, never ask for anything. People want to do it, it's up to them, but... like, they shouldn't be expecting, like, anything in return. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna upgrade my setup or, like, do something special for... you know, people want to support something, that's up to them, but I don't like it. Yo, Clevit, thanks for the 5 gifted, man. Really appreciate that. But tell me, guys, like, am I completely off on this? Like, is it hypocrite? Because technically, you know, when you're streaming, like, people are giving, like, money away for free, really? Is there a comparison to be made? Am I completely off on this? Actually curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Oh my god. Oh, I missed it. God damn it. That was close. This is in the spirit of Christmas. Thanks, Levy. Oh my god, if his net wasn't so shit, would have gotten that hit there. Stupid mage down. It's 2. Is he light rolling? I think he is. Oh, he's reaction parrying the R2. He has half a brain at least. That half. I mean, Okay, I don't want to waste too much time on him. Let's do this, this, this. All right. Quick step glaive. If you know you can reverse quick step, it's actually pretty annoying to fight, but I don't think this guy knew. Will said, I don't think so, because subbing and donations are mainly just to show appreciation, no purpose or reasoning behind it. It's just to be nice, money given or not. Nothing changes, at least to what you're claiming. However, this is not true for all streamers. I think you're right, it's a little more greedy than other investment schemes. I don't know, like, I mean, I'm not 100% sure my take on this is, like, I'm not confident in what I'm saying, basically. Like, I'm not sure if this makes total sense, but this is like the feeling I got, you know what I mean? Like, I have the feeling that, like, crowdfunding is kind of scummy. I don't know. But I don't know, like, you know, like, everyone who, like, has ever crowdfunded a project, like, would go at my throat for this and, like, tell me, like, a bunch of reasons why I'm wrong, but I would want to hear those reasons. As scummy as pre-orders? Yeah, pre-orders too, honestly. Like, you know, like, okay, so here's my take on this, right? I think crowdfunding would be, like, really cool if the money that you got from crowdfunding, like, made up a percentage of the revenue of the project, right? And then you give that percentage back, you know? Basically to the people. So, like, the people who started, like, kickstarting whatever project, you know, if let's say, okay, let's take an example with a video game, since we're playing a game. Like, I mean, it's basically like investing in a company on the market, really. Like, if you're investing in a small indie studio who's making a game, wouldn't it make sense that if you're investing like 0.001% of the revenue, that you get 0.001% of the revenue, obviously minus, like, all the expenses that are related to the project. We're talking about the profit here. Wouldn't it make sense to, like, have some sort of structure in place where, like, the people who invest, like, get back, like, somewhat, like, not just what they got in there, but, like, at a profit, but because technically that should be the upside. That's how I see it. Because, like, technically, like, a lot of time with crowdfunding, what I don't like is there's, like, more often than not, it's the people that did the crowdfunding that have more skin in the game than the people doing the actual project. That's what it feels like. Should at least get your money back after it makes profit. Yeah, I think that would be, like, the least they could do. I mean, shit. It should be more than just their money back, in my opinion, but I feel like that should be, like, a standard, like, at the very fucking minimum. Like, already there, like, made me realize how little sense that makes, that people who put their money in there, like, don't get it back, really. They're just gonna get maybe the product when it launches. I know some projects, like, actually, like, the product is usually more valuable when it launches than the money people put in, like, up front. So that makes a little more sense, I think. Like, for instance, let's say you're investing in this, modular fucking cell phone project where all the pieces are like separate cubes that like can like intertwine into each other like Legos, and so you have like a Lego phone where the battery is a Lego piece, the screen's a Lego piece, and you can build a phone with Lego bricks. I'm just making some shit up. Like, I know like there has been like some projects in the past with like phones that tried to do something like that. Let's say this is the project, right? Let's say you shell out $100 for the Kickstarter. And let's say you actually get the full-fledged phone when the project is like to fruition. Maybe the phone is actually worth $200. I think then that makes a lot more sense. Like as a, you know, as a structure than whatever else. You know, let's say that you shell out like 100, but you get like nothing, or you know, you get like some fucking credit on the fucking phone or whatever. I don't know, like some meaningless shit. Should make the next vid about this discussion. Every time I have a take like that, I always get flamed for it, so I'm good. Oh, they disappear before they reach. Baited. Never forget about the Squid Game token rug pull. So many rug pulls go instantly to 0. Yeah, like that too. Like, you know, like it definitely opens up to a lot of scams. But like even when it's not scams, like I'm not really like scams are like, you know, like scams are basically thieves, right? Like there's thieves everywhere. That's more like on the platform to, you know, like the platforms themselves like should basically like, let's say a Kickstarter, it should like basically like only allow people to do Kickstarter with all their fucking credentials, and you know they should be like legally liable if they do a rug pull, you know what I mean? Like that, I think that's on the platform to do that. You cannot blame like the people who ask for crowdfunding that are not scammers, because you know there are some scammers. I don't think that's fair, but I think you can blame the platform for that. Didn't Facebook get caught upcharging suspected scammers? Really, that's fucked up. Like if their internal tools are actually showing that, you know, scammers are using their advertisement. I mean, Google is culprit of that. Like, they're all fucking culprit of that. They let scammers be on their platform, like, without batting an eye at it. It's fucking crazy. So dubious. No, Clivy, I mean, you know, when a project fails, like, you know, it is what it is, but when the work has not even been done, or there was never intention for the work to be done, because that's often what happens with rug pulls, right? Like, They have a nice little presentation. It's all like a good marketing piece and everything. But then nothing gets done, or like the minimum amount of work gets done to the point where there was never any like true intention of realizing the project. Yeah, someone has to sue them. Yeah, basically, but I think the platform should facilitate that, though. Aren't most Kickstarters treated as a donation, not an investment? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. But the problem is that it comes as a donation, but there's always this expectation. Like, you're not donating because you like the people that are doing X or Y project. You're donating because you want the project to come to fruition, basically. That's what you're doing. Insane range. Guy has that lat. I'm tempted to just fucking... Oh my god. Okay, this is fucking waste of time. Fucking kill him. People with high latency that pick these fucking no boundary spots. Yo, Jacob, thanks for the gifted sub, man. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. And I'm starting to think that I got scammed by Gigas. Like, this setup's actually dog water. Like, the whole like one-ended hacks is just... It's not it. Like, it feels even worse than two-handed axe. The invasion thing is stuck. Reset it. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Yo, Teach, how you doing, man? way. Lantern moment. I think I'm just gonna back out. This spot sucks anyway. It's just these cave invasions are pointless. We're about to get fog walled in 1 second anyway. Dry ass invasions? Yeah, so true. That's why no music. I wanted to try no music. Honestly, I don't like it. I prefer with music. It feels like sad and empty without music. There they are. Insane. I'm dead. Oh, thank you, Ice Armor. I just double rolled through it. Yeah, lat's too high. Yeah, this guy's net's too shit. Let's go back to basics. Yeah. Too much shit, net. Extender. he fall? No, he didn't. Shit players, but can't really do anything here. All dog shit, but the game is as well. Enough wave. Wave is useless here, dude. Like, wave is actually a bad play. Like, it's an ignorant comment to say to use wave here. Like, wave is not the play there. Like, at all. It's far from it. No, wave is not the play. Like, you're facing a guy with endure, and like people that have like high latency, and they don't even have like a low amount of HP. So like wave, like even when it lands, it doesn't get you anywhere. Like wave is not the play here. Like, the play is exactly what I did. It's to go for throwing people off. It's just that when you get a, you know, when you kill, like, when you get the hardest skill being killing someone in a 3v1, and so you're making progress. You're in a 2v1 now. Like, you played well. Now the fight should be easier. But when you have to fight another 3v1 after that, it's pointless. Like, doesn't matter how good you play. Like, you're not gonna win like a bunch of fucking 3v1s like in closed environments like that. Like, if we don't get a second blue to take the place of the guy we killed, we win this. But you have to fight 3v1, like having to outplay 3v1s over and over. Like, of course eventually you're gonna falster. It's fucking 3v1. That's the issue. Like, I made the right play. Like, turn and burn with fucking Golem, like, is actually the play here. Like, it is the best play that you can make in this place. And we actually got a kill doing that. But it's still not free. Especially when they're thirsty like that. Of course, you could try to go down, but that's even riskier. Like, trying to endure and going down at the same time, like, you're risking a lot doing that. Oh, but guys, like, forget the backseating. Like, you know, if you want to see like good gameplay, this is what I did right there. Like, all the plays I made, This is how you win these situations. It's just the game is skewed. Like, doesn't matter how well you play. Like, I did the proper plays. Like, it's not a me error in this one. Like, the play is pull out Golem and try to knock them off. That's the play. Like, turn and burn Golem was the optimal play there. It's just what it is. Yeah, going down is basically like you have a higher chance of dying by attempting to go down than attempting to golem kill them by making them fall. Because while you go down, they're gonna be like there's gonna be 3 players doing range attacks at you while you go down. And so, to go down to start with, you're gonna need to go through a lot of heals. And God forbid they actually have the brain to sleep bot throw you. If they do that, you're fucked. You're gonna die. Because you're gonna be stuck with no blue juice, or, you know, no FP. You're gonna be stuck with no FP, therefore no endure, and then you don't have endure, you cannot heal on the spot because you're getting peppered by projectiles. So going down was very risky. Going down is the only way to get out of there. Either that or respawn, which I tried, but they were too aggressive. Maybe I could have pulled it off. I did endure and then respawn, but to be fair, I highly doubt that the respawn would have really helped me. Because in order for the respawn to help me, I would have needed to respawn, like, down there. Or, like, somewhere where they can't reach me. And even then, even if I respawn at the start, all that buys me is really pretty much time to Black Crystal. Because there's nothing you can do, even if you respawn, like, up there to where they came from. And they can't come back to you. Like, you're not gonna win the invasion by sitting to the side. But yeah, invasions like this one, very frustrating because all the players you're fighting against are fucking terrible. You're doing all the right plays for a long period of time. You even beat a 3v1, they're like meaning that you killed the first person of the 3v1, which is the hardest kill to get. But it doesn't matter because they get a blue instantly, and you're still in that situation where you have no help. You can't do anything. Maybe something that could have been better there, maybe, I'm not really sure, is double Blade Crusher BHS, because with double Blade Crusher BHS you have this potential to like hit everyone because the hitbox is fairly large and you can 2-shot or 3-shot some of them. And so maybe a turn and burn with like double Bleed Crusher could have been a play, but I don't have them with me. When I remake my inventory, they're gonna be there, but I don't have it. Latency might be an issue. Yeah, that's absolutely, like, they had too much lat for this to be like viable, basically. That's why I said maybe, and I'm not really sure. Yeah, and you're back against the 3v1 with less resources. Yeah, exactly, because when I started the 3v1, it took all my heals to get that first 3v1 kill. And now I'm out of healings. So, good luck winning the next one after that when you're out of resources. I wonder where is that spot that we were at. Like, I don't see the rune drops. So hard to see. Hey, am I crazy? I don't see the... Oh, there they are. Wait. Okay, there it is. I needed to, like, de-zoom the map for it to stand out. Since we're not getting anything, might as well try to re-invade. I mean, why not? Since they were so thirsty, I'm thinking maybe they had the tongue on. You excited for Holloway versus Oliveira? Ooh. that sounds like a good fight. Dude, Holloway versus Oliveira? Man, I think it's gonna be Oliveira actually all the way. That's a good fight. Like I like both of these fighters. It's a good fight. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything here. Do you know when that fight is, Muzan? You don't prefer eye pokers? Thing with Holloway and Oliveira is they're both fucking like warriors. Like they'll stand their ground and fucking fight like crazy. Like they're both like super fucking. Shit, man, I don't even know the qualificative. They're both crazy. Taporia will knock either of them out again. I don't know. Never count out Charles. Best jiu-jitsu in the game. Maybe not the best fight IQ, but like sometimes he does things that put him in trouble. March 7? Oh, that's a long way off. Holy shit. Yeah, we're not getting that anytime soon then. Fierce fighters, yes. Fierce fighters is a great adjective. Yeah, they're fierce. Hey, Mexican, you're absolutely right. I mean, you can't really argue with what you said. Like, you're correct. I mean, it is what it is. And Topuria has a lot of power for that weight class too. It's true that Charles always gets fucking caught. And he gets caught flush, dude. Like, he doesn't just get caught. He gets caught flush. Like, he's not even moving his head. He just gets fucking the full power, like, right where whatever the opponent is aiming at. There's 3 of them, it says. Why do I have that? Beat this. Yeah, I mean, only don't need this. I think it's it's one of these invasion that's perfect to try this. Where's the host at? He's dead? I kind of feel bad for them. They're not the players you'd want a teammate for. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Who knows, maybe this jail is the place to invade from to get more activity. Maybe. Any artist I enjoy listening to regularly? No, not really. I'm not the right person to ask that question. Oh shit. Another jail. Not the same one. Good fight. No music today. I wanted to try no music stream, but I don't like it, so I don't think I'll redo this. It's it takes some spirit away. Like, I'd much rather have some Skyrim background music right now, but I want to try like a full stream without music. At least, you know, at least the full stream. No, okay, so like there are some people that listen to French stuff, but it's all fucking terrible in my opinion. Like, I hate it. I really hate it. It's really fucking bad. I really don't like it. Any reason for no music? I wanted to try it. That's the reason why. Like, I've never done a stream without music that I can remember. Maybe at the beginning when I started, but as far as I can remember, I would always put music, and so I was like, you know, what are the vibes if you don't have music? Like, is it more peaceful? Is it like more chill? Less noise? Is it more relaxing? Well, I answered that question today. I think it's the opposite. I think it's more relaxing with music. Silence helps with focus. Yeah, that too, but I don't know. I mean, you're not really in silence when when you're playing these games. It's, you know, there's a bunch of sounds everywhere. If you were a fighter, what would be your walkout song? It would be "Do You Believe in Life After Love?" And I would pretend like I'm singing this, and the song is addressed to the other fighter. I really don't think you're strong enough. No, that would be so funny. uh... And you're singing too while walking out. You're always singing. Look at this guy getting hit, not getting stunned. I don't know where he was running. Like, he was doing like half circles, running in random directions. He didn't know where he was running either? Yeah, probably. Okay, for whatever reason, today we're getting more invasions. Invading from here than other spots. Have you finished your permadeath run? No, I have not finished it. Dude, these permadeath runs take a long time. I really am enjoying myself, though. I'm about to fight Mirak in my permadeath run. Probably should have looked down to see if I could jump here. I think I figured something out, though, for the permadeath run that I didn't really do before. This secret. I think I figured out what is the strongest enchantment in Skyrim, and it's something that I would have never thought of. It's basically, you ready for it? It's weird. Well, I think first of all, I have to say that I play with no, like, glitches or exploits, so, like, if you were to do, like, play the vanilla game without the unofficial patch and any of the bug fixing, I mean, the way you do that is max out your enchanting and make yourself become immortal by doing a fortify health that has, like, 200 million fucking HP or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you'd basically become immortal just like that. With that being said, if you play without any glitches and with the unofficial patch that caps the enchanting, the best enchantment is still fortify health, actually. Because when you have the enchantments capped, the max you can get, I believe, for fortify health is like 84 extra HP out of like one enchantment slot. And 84 HP is equal to 8 levels. And you can enchant, I believe, 3 pieces of gear with fortify health. And so that's basically like 84, 3 times So this is like the equivalent of like 25 levels. Like, when I say 25 levels, every time you level up in Skyrim, you basically put your points into HP. Oh, let me try something. One sec. Ah, fuck. No, it's gonna be too late. Fuck, I did not have the fucking tally. God damn it. Okay, where is the lever? There it is. What the laggy fuck? Oh my god, this... Oh my god, dude. I couldn't angle it properly, god damn it. Let's try again, fuck it. They don't seem very smart. This is crazy, dude. This guy's net is so bad. Eight times a charm? That was just so bad, but they seemed so clueless, I just kept going for it. But yeah, going back to the Skyrim topic, basically, every time you level up, if you're playing on legendary difficulty, it's basically a requirement, almost, that the points you put when you level up, because you can pick either stamina, health, or magicka, you basically need to put it into health, like, every level you get. Otherwise, like, enemies will like, 2-tap you or 1-tap you. And so, getting 25 levels worth of leveling by enchanting Fortify Health is extremely valuable. Think about it. If you were level 50, like, you have the health of someone who's level 75. That's massive. And if you're level 25, well, to be fair, you're not going to be level 25, because by the time you level up enchanting, you're going to be around level 40. But at level 40, you're going to be around level 65 in terms of health. And so there's going to be diminishing return if you level up infinitely. But it is, in my opinion, the enchantment that I was not using in my previous runs that I'm using right now. And when you combine that with... Because obviously, like, you have your health, right? But what you want to do, like, first and foremost, when you do a run like that, you want to cap... You want to reach the cap for physical defense, magical defense, and poison defense. You want to reach the cap for all three of them. And I believe the cap is like 85%. And so, once you resist 85% of each of these, and you have the HP to boot it, then your defense is a lot more reliable. But, you know, if you don't have that HP at legendary difficulty, even with 85% cap and everything, you're still taking a lot of damage versus these high-level monsters. So, that's the one adjustment that I made in my Skyrim permadeath run that's bearing fruit. What race are you playing as? Breton, but like I'm thinking about, like, I'm wondering if, because I always thought Breton was optimal because of magic resist. But like I'm trying to figure out if it would not be more optimal to start with Redguard or like a race that has poison resist. Because poison resist is there's barely any form of it. And like your most valuable enchantment slots are like your ring and your necklace. And the ring and necklace, like you want to basically keep them for health and your main weapon damage. This stupid ass game, dude. This game is dumb, dude. Holy shit, like, elevation cucking me, hitbox cucking me. Bro, what is this? Is it his net or is the Xbox the... Oh, he doesn't have the voice to tank that. Dude, that's crazy. We're getting, like, clean... like sword dance, perfect positioning, and it goes through him both times like nothing. What is a permadeath run? A permadeath run is basically if you die once, you have to start over. Like, basically your character cannot die throughout the whole run. That's what a permadeath run is. And so what I'm doing is a permadeath run on legendary difficulty survival mode with all the glitches fixed for Skyrim and the unpaused menu, so I cannot pause the game and cheese my way to victory. That's what I'm doing. Oh shit. One sec. Yo, Passing Stranger, thanks for the 10 membership, dude. Holy shit. Thank you so much, man. Thanks a lot, dude. The Snakeblood Alchemy perk covers 50% of poison resist. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So the idea is, like, technically you want to get to 85% because that's the cap, but, you know, it doesn't matter if you get 100% with 50-50. So, like, right now, the way I have it is I have Breton, and then I have the Snakeblood, and then my armor has Fortify Health and Resist Poison. And so I'm reaching like 100% in poison resist, and I don't need to have any magic resist enchantment because you can reach like that 85% like without any enchantment because there's many sources. There's the Lordstone that gives 25% plus Breton that's 50%, and then you add the quest that gives 15%, and then you have like some perks in the alteration tree that can give up to 30%. And so with all of these things, you reach like 95. And so you could technically like try to sacrifice a 25%, but that would leave you like much lower. So I still went with Breton because with Breton, you save not having the enchantment or not having to enchant for magic resist. Yeah, some pretty nerdy Skyrim stuff, but it's fun, dude. Like, it's fun because when you apply all these bug fixes, the vanilla game starts to become a lot more interesting because it's challenging, and you can't just, like, glitch your way or, like, cheese your way out of, like, every victory. It's a lot more fun. Definitely. Another strat that would be very viable would be to, like, try to max out sneak early on, get, like, 100% sneak, and do the strat of, like, crouching attack into, like, dagger backstabbing. That would be pretty viable as well. But I want to do it the warrior way. Like, I want to do this run with a two-handed weapon, like two-handed greatsword, and playing basically melee. And so far, so good. I'm not using any combat mod. I want this to be like basically like a vanilla run. A vanilla run, but with a little extra added difficulty with the unpaused menu. Because I think it's, if you want to do a pure vanilla run on Skyrim, you can't, because there's too many ways to abuse like the game to the point where it can become like laughably easy. Like, it's too easy to abuse the game, basically. Oh, come on, game. This game should have been over there. Stupid. To be honest, the Skyrim stream sounds better than this Elden slot. I'm gonna be honest with you, a big reason why I did this run was that, you know, with all these streams, like, I started, like, I started to not enjoy, like, gaming. And, you know, like, it's, like, gaming had become, like, a chore, and I still wanted it to be, like, you know, something fun. And so, like, picking up a game that I enjoy and just playing on my own, like, you know, the way I like, disregarding, like, everything else, I think it was a good decision because I'm having basically a lot of fun just doing this run on my own. Like, basically just for myself. Honestly, you couldn't keep up with streaming because it took the fun out of your gaming. Yeah, that's basically what happened with me, honestly. Like, streaming can be fun depending on the type of activity that you're doing. Like, for instance, one time that I had a ton of fun when we streamed was when we did the Nintendoodoo, like, bosses in Elden Ring. Like, when we did Nintendoodoo, where it was, like, a challenge that, like, I had never really seen anyone attempt. Basically, like, you see people doing Nintendoodoo, but you don't see people doing Nintendoodoo with, like, 3 people. And the boss health is, like, so large, like, laughably large. And so that was a lot of fun. And the only way it's that fun is because everyone's having a laugh, and, you know, chat is playing with, you know, I'm playing with the chat, basically, and it's just it's just a good time. There's no reason to be upset about anything, really. So it's not all bad, you know what I mean? But in the context of what I'm doing regularly, you know, like invading, doing PvP in this particular game, like, the PvP in this game, as you guys know, is not the best environment, like, full stop. It's just not a great environment to enjoy yourself in general. And so, like, having this, I'm gonna say, obligation, because I'm putting this obligation on myself to keep the channel alive until the next Souls game. So having this obligation to stream this PvP regularly is definitely not very enjoyable. Like, I will say, though, it would be even less enjoyable in that case if, you know, I was doing all of this off stream. I'll definitely say that. Like, at least when you have, like, people in chat, it's not as boring. But it doesn't remove the, like, it doesn't take away from the fact that we're still playing Elden Ring PvP, and it's not an amazing PvP game. It's taking a lot of the joy out of the gaming. But, like I said, I am kind of obligated to do so for the sake of keeping the channel alive, sorry. Let me read what's so, like, I missed some chat. It's important to do something that you feel led you to do, and not what you feel like you have to do in game. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. That's a very good comment. Because ultimately, like, the reason why I started doing this, you know, the whole, like, content creation, was basically my love for gaming. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, at the start, like, I was so passionate about it. That's what got me started. And so you're absolutely right. You get into groove with, oh yeah, I'm not using fast travel because of the survival mode, yeah. Yeah, I prefer no fast travels. Oh, my monitor just turned off. One sec. Let me unplug and replug the cables. 1 second, guys. Do you ever use spells in PvP? I do, but 1 sec. There you go. My ghetto setup is is back to running. Yeah, I do use spells. It's just that it's been a while since I've used another character. Like, you know, I just talked about, like, I'm not really enjoying the PvP in Elden Ring that much. And you see the result of that in the decisions I'm making with the content creation, how I approach the character. Like, for instance, the last time I made an inventory in a character was basically like, you know, before or after the last patch, like however long ago that was. And I feel like it feels tedious to remake a character, to reset up everything. And so I am going to do it, but I'm going to wait for Tarnished Edition because we're going to get the new classes. And so when Tarnished Edition drop, I'm going to go back to playing with different characters with, you know, strength build, dex build, arcane build, you know, fade build. Because at the start, that's what I did. Like, if you look at the channel and, like, the history, like, I basically tried everything that was in the game. It just, the variety kind of stopped after FromSoft, like, stopped patching the PvP. I kind of just stuck with the strength build because it felt tedious to like, keep remaking characters and inventory and all that stuff. And so right now, I'm basically stuck with this character until the Tarnished Edition drops. You think FromSoft made the PvP the way it is because they were planning toward optimizing Nightreign sales? No, not at all. No, not even close. Nightreign, first of all, Nightreign has an extremely small team working on it, and the success of Nightreign was unforeseen. They were not expecting Nightreign to be that successful. That's one. Second, PvP in this game, they probably tried their best to, you know, to make it as enjoying, you know, as fun as possible. Like, you know, you have to keep in mind, even though Elden Ring is in a bad place, it is the most, like, it is the game that FromSoft has made the most PvP patches for. Out of all their lineup, all their history, they made more PvP patches with Elden Ring than any other game that they've ever made. And so the intention, I believe, was there. It's like, you know, we repeat it ourselves every stream. It's just that FromSoft doesn't really understand the PvP. And even when you spell it out to them, like what they need to do, they're very often clueless, and they want to do things their way, and it doesn't work out for the most part, unfortunately. Okay. I thought it was another attack. Wow, I felt like I hit that. Jesus Christ, I almost got fucking fluked again. Thanks, PvE. Just getting tired of the latency. Very latent today. We know that this axe actually breaks shields like nothing, though. Now that we tested, like, we know that we can break this guy. Holy shit, dude, the EVE is saving him. Skyrim map is very walkable until you hit those mountains. I think you're right. I really, really like the map layout for Skyrim. I really enjoy it. But I think you're right. Like, when it comes to, like, rocks and mountains, I think they should make more areas, like, clearly, like, unclimbable. You know what I mean? Instead of, like, escalate, you know, like, jumping on, like, 20 rocks and have it, like, have the experience be, like, super janky to, like, go through stuff. They should make it, like, either, like, easily it's meant to be climbed on, or it's not meant to be climbed on at all, and so you can't, like, just, you know, like, walk through a mountain where you're not intended to, like, you know, just how you can kind of buy, like, there's many ways you can climb the, you know, the Mount Greybeards, of, I can't pronounce that name, like, High Rocktar, whatever it's called. Like, you know, you can take the real path that the devs intended for you to go on, or you can, like, actually climb the mountain, like, rock by rock, and have it be, like, a terrible experience. You know, it gives you the possibility, but problem is, like, sometimes when you're trying to go somewhere, you inadvertently go through rocks because you actually, you know, you're just going straight in the direction you want. And so if the game, like, you know, guided you just a little bit more, like, through like, better terrain, I think it would be a, you know, a positive thing. But it's really a nitpick because I really enjoy the map in general in Skyrim. I really enjoy it. Also, I think the thing that my, like, let's say the thing I enjoy the most about Skyrim is, it's like the, I don't know, like, the, when you're playing Elden Ring, like, you don't, let's say you make, like, a knight, like, you want to roleplay as a knight and you make yourself a knight character, like, even though, like, we say, like, Elden Ring's an action RPG, like, it's not really an RPG. Like, with Skyrim, like, if you make a knight character, like, you pick up the quest that you want and whatever, like, you can really feel like, you know, you're immersed as being, like, a knight going through the Skyrim world. Like, I really enjoy that. Like, it really does feel like your character's is what you want it to be. I think my biggest criticism for Skyrim is how fucking bad the horses are. The horses are so jank in Skyrim. It's crazy. Oh my god, we missed. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. That's crazy. Alright, fuck it. Let's go kill this one. Well, it's going to be compelling gameplay. Moonveil. And the lightnings. Two of my favorite thing. Well, not my turn yet, guys. Compelling gameplay, fellas. I want to punish him, but... the game is the game. Cannot commit to anything. Insane, dude. Barely fucking survived. Oh my god, that was a roll catch. Just brandedly mashed there. He's not healing, so... that R2 has such bad tracking. Like, it happened a lot today where we timed the R2 properly and it just completely misses. Like, it hits to the side. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 horses, like, they make every game with horses, like, the standard is just too high. Like, it's just so good. Like, Red Dead Redemption horse are, like, peak horse in a game. There's so much attention to detail, and they're so fluid, and they're so, like, beautifully executed. Like, honestly, it's such a work of art. The way Rockstar made the horse in Red Dead 2, like, it's really impressive. Beautiful stuff, honestly. It's so good, in fact, that you can't even ask other devs to do that. It's too much. It's too good for most games. What about the Minecraft horse? They're on par with the Skyrim horse. Can't wait for GTA 6 horse. Peak horse has to be a very rare phrase. You think so? Torrent ain't too bad either. See, like, here's the thing. You feel good when you ride your horse in Red Dead, like it's a good feeling. Like, you feel like you're so cool when you're doing it. Like, if I'm riding my horse in Elden Ring, like, the horse is not bad like in Skyrim, like, it takes away from the experience. But it feels way better to, it feels way better to just, you know... not be on your horse. Like, playing on Torrent in Elden Ring takes away from the experience instead of enriching it, whereas in Red Dead it enriches the experience. And when you're talking about Skyrim, like, it's a net negative. Like, the game, like being on your horse, like, it feels like the game is so much worse than it is. Because the horse, it looks ugly, it's janky, it's undercooked mechanic-wise. Like, it basically, you almost can't do anything on your horse. Yes, like, and also what Chirko said, like, the reason why horse exists in Red Dead, they're basically like a centerpiece of the game. Like, the horse in Red Dead, like, they use the same kind of, like, gameplay structure as they do with GTA. So the horse are the car, right? In Red Dead, I think that's pretty obvious. And so the horse get the exact same amount of attention that the cars would in GTA. Which, you know, all of that makes sense and it fits with the team for the cowboys and everything. When it comes to Elden Ring, the horse are there to fix the issue that they created themselves by creating large empty spaces with nothing. Whereas if they made maps more less diluted, because that's what it is, right? Like when you look at this, like this is all empty nothingness. If the point of interest were closer together, more intertwined, like Dark Souls 1 type map, or like the Legacy dungeons do, you wouldn't need a horse. Like, you just wouldn't need it. And the game would have a better pace as well. And so that's why I'm not a big fan of the horse in Elden Ring. I understand why it exists. You know, you need the horse to compensate for the fact that their vision was to make a huge game. Like, they wanted to make this grandiose thing. And that was their vision. Now, ambitions and all, it's, you know, it's good that FromSoft had ambitions and everything. Now, as far as execution, I think in the grand scheme of things, what ended up happening with the way they made maps is that the open worlds became boring, or are boring, and then the legacy dungeons, which is what FromSoft is best at, where they handcraft the levels, are still a standout, just like they were in every game FromSoft has made to this day. Like, FromSoft has always had amazing map design, but amazing handcrafted map design, because for the most part, a lot of these empty areas, a lot of that stuff is like, you know, it's like, a lot of it is just procedural placement of stuff, like, all around the, you know, the area. And it's a filler. It's not a... The point of interest are usually manually handled, and then the rest is just filler that's procedurally placed. And so it makes sense that the open world is not as attractive, or not as fun, or not as interesting. It makes sense. Like typical open world, well, yes, and obviously if you attempt to handcraft everything, there's going to be some constraint to that, because it takes forever. You know, it takes a long time to handcraft everything. The larger the area you have to handcraft, the more time you have to spend. But I personally believe that instead of, you know, having big open spaces like that, they could have shrunk everything. Have the game probably be shorter, but it is artificially longer because of the time it takes to walk from one spot to the next. Like, for instance, look at this. This is made to be a spectacle. This is made to be a grand spectacle, but technically, you know, the point of interest for this is like all the way down there. There's a lot of room here where you're not doing anything here, you're not doing anything here. Like here, there's nothing either. Like this whole room, there's nothing, no enemies. Here, there's nothing. And finally, like, I think there's like 2 of these that are real enemies, like in this whole thing. So you have this big fucking spot, like just right now where we're invading. It's all made to look cool and everything, but gameplay-wise, most of your time that you're doing it, like most of your time that you're spending in this level is basically just running or walking. And, you know, this is a legacy dungeon. Like, it's very rare that you're going to get spots like this in a legacy dungeon, but this is very representative of how they handle the open world. Like, you ask anyone, like, do you really enjoy... Let me get there. You ask, like, any Elden Ring player, let's, you know, like, if you were to make a survey, like, did you enjoy this area? Like, a lot. They're probably gonna be positive because they like Elden Ring. They're gonna be, yeah, alright, it was alright. You know, it was a cool area, it looks good. They're probably gonna say it looks good. But no one's ever going to tell you that the plains here were fun, so much fun, stand out. It's their favorite place because it's empty and there's barely anything. Whereas on the other hand, if you ask them, what did you think about Ballarat? They're going to be like, oh, I really like, you know, like the first part before leading to the boss or whatever. Like, I fell down this thing and like I got swarmed by bugs and whatever. And they're going to be like, they had to put a swamp in there, and people are gonna have like stories to tell about it because they had gameplay experiences in there. Because this is a lot more dynamic and fun to traverse because all of this level is handcrafted by professionals. And you see the difference. I mean, between Ballarat here and between the fucking empty-ass plains here, there's your difference. Linear, dynamic, like well-crafted, well-designed environment, like FromSoft does best, versus average slop that every fucking developer and their mother are making nowadays with empty-ass open worlds that have no gameplay implication or anything. I mean, the answer is clear. Like, the game, if you compact only the best elements, the game is going to be better. So in my opinion, if they shrunk these areas to the minimum, I think it would have been better. But you do sacrifice the quote-unquote spectacle. Like, you look at this view here, and it makes for a very nice screenshot. You know, it makes for a whimsical feeling of like, oh my god, look at this world. Like, this is clearly crafted for the purpose of a still image instead of gameplay. Like, think about it, guys. Like, why is this little platform here higher than this one? It's because this whole spectacle was created to have, like, you know, a little thing there, another thing higher there, higher there, higher there. They're layering elements, like I'm talking about the artist, like, on purpose. And so this whole map is created for the purpose of giving you a good view when you start the DLC, that you can see everything. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that the side effect of that is, you know, to reach the first point of interest, have to walk, you know, or get on your horse, like, all the way there, and then after you're there, there's barely anything, and so you have to run to the, you know, other side. I mean, you guys see what I mean, right? I understand that people like open world games. I actually do too. Like I said, I actually think Skyrim does a much better job, in my opinion, at placing points of interest closer together. It's more gamey. You could say it's more gamey, it's less realistic, but it's more fun. It's more fun because you're always doing something. That's how I see it. This place screams, I have a shit invasion. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I summoned Torrent in months. Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus, I think, is a different story, because Shadow of the Colossus is not recycled slop. It's a first of its kind. Like, the concept for the spectacles for Shadow of the Colossus, it was the first one to do it. And so, like, you have to look at Pioneering game in a different light. It's like, there's two ways to look at it, guys. You can always compare, you know, the games that you're playing to, like, what is currently out there and what you prefer playing right now. Like, for instance, you know, games like, I don't fucking know, like, back in the PlayStation 2 era, like games were like 2 gigabytes. Now games are 100 gigabytes. Like, how can you give a fair comparison of a game that is 2 gigabytes in size to a game that is 100 gigabytes in size? How can you fairly compare that? You have to consider the era and the technology in which both games were made. Like, it's not fair to compare, like, an old game to the standard of, like, modern games, because, you know, the budgets got bigger, the technology got bigger. And you're taking away a lot of the novelty and the pioneering that the former games did prior to get here. It's like, there needs to be a lot of trial and error to get to a point where you like a mechanic. And so, in my opinion, it's not fair to compare as harshly, for instance, the original Demon's Souls or even Dark Souls 1. Compare that to Elden Ring, whereas Elden Ring is really, like, you know, like the 5th attempt at FromSoft as making that same style of fantasy game. It's like their 5th attempt at it. And so they know what they're doing by now, and so you should be more critical, more harsh. Even though Elden Ring does a ton of things better than the old one that people that are blinded by nostalgia wouldn't want to admit. Like, Elden Ring has so much variety and freedom of movement compared to the other previous Souls games. Like, Elden Ring does a lot of things right, you know? It's always easy to criticize it, but of course it's the most recent game, therefore it has an advantage over the other ones. It's just that sometimes, you know, they make key decisions that can be heavily detrimental to some experiences, like, for instance, reducing player limit, which completely changes the dynamic of how the PvP is played, so we don't really enjoy ourselves as much as we did with previous Souls game. That's very explainable and logical, but yeah. Is there any vid of me playing Rainbow? Oh, dude. I can show you some vids after that. I'll show you. We can watch some Rainbow Six right after this. Fuji, you have to keep in mind, like, I was one of the best players in the world, like, at Rainbow Six Vegas 2, dude. Like, my footage, like, okay, so let me say it that way. The footage that's on my YouTube channel for Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is the highest skill footage that exists on YouTube for this game. And I say that with, you know, no shame, nothing. I'm highly confident about that. Highest skill that you're gonna get for this particular game. We can watch some if you want. I can even, like, walk you through it a little bit and, like, explain things. One sec. Let me pull it up. Like, we're not gonna watch, like, straight tournament footage because, you know, tournaments are tournaments. Like, especially for shooting games, like, a lot of it is, like, tactics and, like, very, like, minutia plays where it's not exactly, like, the most digestible stuff for the average viewer. For someone who's, let's say, for someone who's never played this game before, so let me pull up some of the montage I got. Ah, I need to sign in. One sec. Okay, well, 1 second. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Give me a sec. Where is it? Sorry, I needed to reopen a page. I also need to mute it. Okay, there you go. Let's see here. I'm not gonna put music because like, all the music that's in there is fully, like, copyright, so there's gonna be no sound, and I'm just gonna play it like that. So, okay, just to put some context here, all the clips that you're seeing here, none of that is, like, pub matches. It's all either tournament footage, scrim footage, and all the people that you're seeing there are basically all top players in the context of, like, all competitive play. So this is all, like, competitive footage, basically. Some of it is scrim, some of it is tournament. And so here, for instance, it's obviously it's played on controller because in this era, like, gaming on console was actually the main thing, not on PC for competitive games. Like, believe it or not, PC has not always been the main platform for competitive games. Like, here, actually, let me explain that play. So The way it works in Rainbow Six is repels here are very risky plays because everyone on the map can hear someone taking a repel. And so the moment you grab one, you're basically called out. Like, people on the other team will call you out. It's just that this play here is done on purpose. So I killed 2 players. This is a national champion, by the way. I killed like 2 players in here. And so it's a 4v4. Competitive play is 4v4. And so there's 2 players that are remaining, and this is basically one of the most like obvious, easy to get killed spot in this map. And so no one is expecting like me to come up this way. They're like expecting like the other side basically, because that's the more like sneaky play. And so like you basically sneak up behind them. This guy here, he misses his shot because he was expecting the other side. And then he gets turned on after that. This one missed a call out from his teammate. And so you get a full... What happens there is basically the whole team gets killed, and so we get the 3 capture points, and then that's game. Like, you hold that 30-second, and that's basically game. So let's just rewind a little bit. So play develops. You do like a normal rush through here. Miss the kill from the back, but quick pop shot, time it with his grenade throw. Then do what I would qualify as a bold play. Go up the rappel that no one is really expecting, and then you sneak up behind the rest of their team. Here I'm just blindly firing because I can't see anything. Also, notice the crouching is very prominent here. Like, for instance, crouching is very important because you're shooting at heads high. It's 1 shot to kill when you hit an opponent in the head. So managing your height of your character is extremely important. And there's also no melee. And so at close range, like here for instance, the opponent goes this way and I'm going this way. So the play here is to crouch like I'm doing so that the guy shoots above me. And so that's basically the reason why he gets turned on. It's because I'm crouching and I'm kind of like avoiding his shot. I guess the crouch happened actually a little later. And this is just like the last kill is just pure instinct. Like, I know he's coming up the stairs, and this one's just clueless. Missed a call out from his team. Miscommunication by his squad. This is just, you know, boring, like, simple, good plays where you know the opponent is coming to get a free capture point. Just wait for them, get a free shot. Here you always want to hug the wall as much as possible. And then keep pushing. No call out for this guy, so surprise me. Here you can't hear the sound, but what I'm doing here, as soon as he shows up, I have my pistol out, so I need to get my main gun out. So I take cover. I wait for him to waste his bullet. So while I'm sitting here, he's shooting, pre-firing. And I'm waiting for him to be, like, between 2 clips in order to pop him back. And so right there, that's all 4 of them, that's game. Because we're going to get 3 cap after that. This is just like fast forward. Like, I basically gifted my team like the round here because I just like manhandled the other team. And this is their spawn point. Like, they spawn inside this building. And I basically held their spawn. This is a call out that you can't see it, but the opponent is basically like behind this and he went like this way. You can see him on the radar. And so that's why you see this like very like hectic movement of like aiming. Like, I'm not even looking at what's in front of me. I'm looking at my minimap in order to gauge where I'm supposed to be shooting. So this looks weird when you look at this, but I'm just following the dot and I call it out for my teammate. This guy gets killed from behind. But the play here basically is once we kill like most of them, I'm basically holding the entire team like by myself. This was a very like kind of one-man army type play. Like, you can't even see it, but basically someone runs here and I'm shooting like heads high and I believe I get a headshot. Nope, not even a headshot. Just pre-firing grenades to keep the spawn on lock while the team like grabs all the outposts. Still keeping the lock on their spawn, and it's taking a while before we get the last post, but then we get it. Now I'm probably finally called out, but It's pretty much over at this point because they have like 10 seconds to grab the last spot. So here I'm out of ammo. The guy waited for me to be out of bullets, and then I get killed at the end at 1 second left, but that's basically game. Some scrims can be 5v5. Like, I say, like, the games are 4v4. For the most part, it is, but like I said, this is not just tournament footage. A lot of it is scrims, and sometimes in scrims we do 5v5. Scrims are basically, like, you're fighting the same players in the same context that you'd play for a tourney, but it's not for, like, any reward. It's just practice. This is what differentiates, like, you know, pop shot. You know where the guy is going to come. Free fire. And then you get everything. So if you rewind that play, I get a call out for their top. I know the guy's about there. There's some latency, so the kill comes like after I shoot, because we're fighting some people on the west coast. And so, you know, pretty good kill from a distance, headshot. And then I turn on the guy that's shooting me from the side on the catwalk, another headshot. It's always about getting the angle and the pre-fire, and then last one comes up. We almost get the pop shot that we want, but I know he's going to come from the other side. So these happen in very quick succession. This is just, I get I get the guy, like, that's just unlucky for the guy that's trying to sneak up on me. He randomly appeared on my minimap because he got tagged by my teammate by accident. And so I got the call out after I killed the guy. Like, this was called out late, but I just happened to see him on my minimap that it was sneaking up on me. So the guy was unfortunate enough to no recoil. No, there is recoil. It's just you're looking at, like, one of the, like, very best players on this game. Like, my recoil control is fucking on point. Like, this is not how it is. Like, there's a ton of recoil. It's just that you can't hear the sound, you can't hear the tapping and the way, like, we're shooting, but there is absolutely a ton of recoil here. It's just you're watching deep, like, amongst, like, the best players here, so it's gonna look like the guns are basically lasers. It's gonna look like it, but it's not the case. It's just very, like, good handling of the gun. Like, when you're watching, like, Scump play Call of Duty, like, this is the equivalent of that, like, in Rainbow Six Vegas. Like, pretty much. I think that's... yeah, that's it for this one. Let's see if we can get another one. I mean, a lot of these are basically, like, very similar. This one was, like, the first... this was, like, the first, like, big montage that I made. So, I think all of these clips here are all, like, what you'd say are ladder matches. Like, ladder matches are to qualify for championships. So they're all, like, game battles, like, ladder matches where you need to take proof, and it's team versus team. Like, this is not, like, random footage. And this, like, these names here, like, I was playing for different teams. Like, you know, there was a lot of alts back then because you could only be on one team. So you'd call what we call, like, ringer alts. So, like, a lot of teams they would have, like, it was understood, everyone understood that like, teams would have, like, accounts where a lot of people could be playing on that account in order to, like, get more matches with different teams. So, like, murk for hire, so to speak. And so I was playing with a lot of different teams. And so every time I'd play for a different team, I'd put my tag in front of it so that the other team knows that they're playing against me. Because it came with, like, people get stressed when they know they play against someone good. So I always like to put my name in front of it to make them play worse. These are just, like, small, like, you know, random clips. It kind of loses a lot of its charm, like, montages like that, when you don't have the music and the sound. Like, a lot of the flow, it comes with the music and the sound and the voices you hear as well. Because there's you know, there's a bunch of people on the mic that you can hear in these montages. You can hear them screaming and awing. It's it gives her a much different vibe. Like here, this is a turn-on double team here. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but the guy was already shooting. Let me go to a spot that's interesting, I believe, to listen and to watch. Well, this one is one's not that bad, I think. Okay, so this is like close quarter 1v1 with a shotty, you know, shooting as you're going like across the doorway. And then I'm basically waiting here for them to spawn, and so that I can re-sneak up behind them, because they don't know where I am at this point, because I waited long enough to kind of confuse them. And so they think I'm already at the satellite, and that's why I'm able to sneak up on them. So, you know, little detail like that make it so that you're able to like sneak up behind them when they're expecting that you're sneaking up behind them. That's like some of the more nuanced plays that people who've never played this game like would not like appreciate, like nuances like that. But like when people expect that you're sneaking up on them, like they're gonna like calculate the amount of time in their head, like how much time would it take for him to get there from the point where he killed me. And you wait long enough for them to expect that you're gonna be at the data post, and so they're gonna be rushing there to prevent you from capping. And then you wait long enough to re-sneak up on them, basically. FAMAS Deagle meta? No, Deagle is not meta. FAMAS is, but not Deagle. Deagle was like my, kind of my pet peeve almost. Like, I was the only player playing with that weapon because it was very unreliable. Like, the Raging Bull was meta, not the Deagle. Raging Bull was always a one-shot against people with no armor, whereas the Deagle was usually a two-shot. Okay, so this one here, this was the top European team in the world. And, these people basically, like, the way it worked on game battles is they introduced at some point the crown. The crown was basically like the team's battle for the crown. You beat the team that has the crown, then you get the crown, and then you build up a win streak with the crown. And so these people had stolen the crown from us the last time we had fought us by submitting fake proof. And so they had basically, like, our win streak was like, our real win streak was at 30 something. But they had cut it short by submitting fake proof and stealing the crown from us. So we were very angry on this one, and there was a lot that was on this match, basically. Like, it was a, like, we wanted to destroy them type match, and this was like how the fight basically started, like the first map. And so it was a 3v3 for this one, because those are not MLG settings, they're ladder settings, so those are different. So 3v3 for this one, my team gets wiped right from the start, and because they got wiped so quickly, I was doing a different rush, and so I'm still in my spawn. So it's a terrible spot. It's a terrible spot to be in, because here what happens is the walls on this map are bugged, and so they can shoot through these walls, and I cannot shoot back through these walls. And so this was like a major like flaw for this particular spot. And so I'm basically stuck behind these walls where I can't shoot them, but they can shoot me. And so massive disadvantage. And so I know they're coming. I know there's 3 of them. And so you see the bullet flying through the wall, but I can't shoot back. And so I'm gauging where my opponent is from the minimap. And I know that the other guys are coming. I don't know where they are, but there's basically 2 sides here. Like, this is an L, and this is like the dead end that I'm stuck in. This is basically the spot that I'm in right there. And so my only play is I can only focus on one side, and I'm about to get double teamed. So the idea is I'm covering my own back by throwing a grenade one side and then putting the focus on the other side. And so that's the play here. Throwing a grenade at myself at my own feet, but right behind me. Grenade blows up. It prevents the guy that wanted to come this way. It prevents him from sneaking up behind me. And so I have all 3 of them coming from this side because of that. But now the opposite thing happened, right? Like, you're not going to have 2 top players, 2 European top players, like, rushing you from the same side. You're going to want to pincer you. So what happens is I just keep, like, covering my back with grenades. But one thing that they do to make it more difficult for me is they like after I get that kill, they jam my radar, so I cannot use like my the fact that I marked them. I cannot use it to gauge like when or where they're going, and so it makes it even more difficult to manage like this 2v1 situation, or this 3v1 that developed into a 2v1. And so cover your back, throw a grenade, pre-fire because you know he's coming. You resist it, but we still get it. We take some damage. Cover the back again. Stay in the nade as long as possible. So this is very tight. Like, the grenade is basically thrown at my own feet, and I'm staying in the grenade here to make sure that the guy that tries to sneak up on me cannot, like, just straight up, like, go behind me and kill me from behind. So this is very, very tight, because I'm basically throwing the grenade at myself in order to protect my own back. Like, this is what it is right there. Like, if I stay there here, I'm dead. And so barely I make it to the other side. And the guy, because the grenade was thrown so tightly, the guy there basically takes 1 or 2 bullets and dies because the grenade most likely hit him. And so if you rewind that and you rewatch the full thing, the play develops very quickly. It all happens so quickly. Pre-fire, goes through it, gets killed, almost die, cover my back. Pre-firing out of instinct. Grenade covers my back, and then there's only one side where the guy can be, and there, that's it. That was against, you know, best European team in the world, like in the context of, like, you know, we wanted our crown back because they stole it from us by cheating. So it was a very very nice nice round there. But we won that match in the end as well. Okay, let's look at the last clip just for you, Fuji, before we go back to Elden Ring. I'll show you 8 years anniversary. So this was very late into the game's life cycle. Very, very late. So the game was extremely mature at that point, meaning that everyone knew everything that there is to know. And so this here are ladder matches, 3v3s for the most part. And so I'm doing like a rush that like I basically invented, which is it consists of pushing through the enemy line, like straight through them with disregarding basically like me getting spotted or me getting shot at. So the idea is like technically the room I'm about to enter, like their team is waiting for me at the top there, and the battle is supposed to happen in the room that we're in. But what I'm doing is I'm skipping it, disregarding it, and I'm throwing a grenade on the complete opposite side of the map. And so this was a never-seen-before rush, like late. And this rush would work every time because it was timed perfectly. It was unexpected, and that was basically like, you know, tactical magic, like rushes that were never really used before and that worked perfectly timing-wise for people that were trying to rush and cover this side of the map. And so this is just like the sort of stuff you can really only appreciate if you know like the rushes in this game, basically. And so it looks like nothing, but really it's a very good play. And that's the guy that saw me coming from the other side that was supposed to have a gunfight with me. And so right away it's 2 down for them. I almost killed my teammates as I was getting jammed, but and just like that, a 3-piece just as easily. And this is another team, same exact rush. Again, this guy saw me and tried to like hit me with a grenade before I could throw mine, but ultimately I got my kill on his teammate before he could protect him or call him out. So this rush was very effective. And that's why you see like 2 clips back to back of a 3-piece to start the game, like right from the get-go, because this is a rush that I had created in this game. This is a clutch. I'm basically alone against 3 people here. And again, like because I'm against 3 people, I know there's people rushing behind me. This guy is playing right. What this guy is trying to do is he's trying to kite me because he wants to buy time for his team to sneak up behind me so that they can pincer me. So what he's doing here is basically like waiting for me to come out this door because I don't really have a choice. Then we meet and have a gunfight. He's crouching to avoid the headshot, which is the proper play. Then pre-firing, I time my exit or my entry to the door like correctly, and he backs up on purpose, which is the good play because he wants to buy time for his teammate, because his teammate is about to come like, you know, this way, the way we came from. Like the teammates are about to come from this staircase that we're climbing, And so that's why I'm throwing a grenade there to like slow them down if they're trying to chase me. And so I have very limited time, and that's why I need to absolutely push this guy, but I can't like push it too much to not get free fired. And that's what happens there. Like right now he's pre-firing like right around the corner. So if I push him and I'm too eager to not get sneaked up on, I'm gonna get killed by his pre-fire. So that's why you see the little wait. And this is all like small details, but it's very important. Little wait there, and then you push, and then that's when he has to back up because he emptied his mag. And so he did the proper play, it's just that I played better. And so you get the first kill, you're still in the 2v1 situation. Here they're throwing a grenade. I closed the door. I was lucky that he missed this grenade because he normally this is a grenade that you want to throw like a little more like, let's say, bank shot around this place. If you bank shot around the door, I'm going to be able to get away, but he threw it like too far. So I'm stuck in the corner here, and I closed the door to prevent him from throwing another grenade that would guarantee kill me. So he misses his first grenade, throws it too far. I close this one, which prevents me from escaping and protects me from the other grenade that's coming. Now, this place here, there's only 2 doors that they can come through, and there's this ladder exit. Ladders are basically death trap in this game, and I'm doing like another one of these like stupid bold plays that make no sense. Like this is something you wouldn't want to do in this game, because now they all heard me going down the ladder, and I'm stuck trapped in this room basically. Because this is a 1-door room where I can get shot through walls, but I just outplay my opponent. Like basically, I opened this, he's pre-firing me, I close the door, now he throws a grenade to prevent me from going through, and I use this timing perfectly to shoot him through the fucking door. This was just like so perfectly executed. Bait it, pre-firing, close the door, he's throwing a nade, time it, headshot, and then the other guy's not coming through the ladder, so the other guy's in front of me. And then it's just, you know, pure gunplay after that. This is a more like typical, like, you know, you're alone against 3 people, so you camp in a corner to start your kill streak, basically. So first kill, you know, typical, just you know, camping in a corner. And this guy gets turned on, I'm jammed, and then last one just get outgunned. This was another top European team right there. We were playing on their host, like they had host advantage. In this game, basically, like, host advantage is it is what it is. Like the game logic happens on the host side, so host advantage was very, very important in this game. That's why like you'd switch hosts between rounds to not make it too unfair. And so like that's why I have to shoot like so much in advance there, because I'm basically playing on European host and the latency is awful. Although I completely outplayed them. If you rewatch that like in normal speed. They know where I am. I'm 1 versus 3. I know where the guy is going. I'm jammed, but it doesn't matter. They know where I am, but the reaction time is just not there. They just get completely outplayed. This one I didn't know where he was, but completely outplayed as well. Really, really good stuff. Oh, this is I think this is yep, against the same team, but different round. This one backed up. You know, a lot of these clips, you know, this is a montage. So a lot of these clips, I'm taking the clips where I'm clutching the game, right? As opposed to like, you know, even though most of the games, like how it went, I was always on good teams playing with my friends and top players. And so a lot of time, you know, the games would go on as like we all get a kill, and, you know, it doesn't make for some good content. But when you're last one up and you kill all 3 of them, it makes for some much better footage. Here, that was a bad play by me to go like and push him, because I'm in the very middle of the map, and the last player could be anywhere. And actually, where he is, like, you can only see the tip of his noggin. But it's just like really good, like solid fucking play. Like, I'm reloading, canceling my reload, and get instantly like a headshot. Have to keep in mind, this is all on controller as well. Like, this is not like some mouse like easy aim type shit. Here again, the cock blocking him with the crouch. There's no like melee attacks in this game, so gun plays in close quarter are very very tactical basically. And here, have to look at the timer. There's like only like 10 seconds left. I missed this. Like, this guy could have killed me right there, but he missed it. I throw my grenade, he completely missed his play, and then 4 seconds before the end, his teammate is about to pincer me, and and you just fucking fumble the ball and gets turned on. That's bad play by them, you know, like I actually missed the first skill, like it should have been quicker, basically. Okay, let's look at another one. Was there another one that was like there was one clip that I wanted to show that I forgot. I forgot. Well, I think you get the gist though. You get the gist. That's pretty much what it is. We can close this. But yeah, I really like you know, reminiscing on Rainbow Six, because that was, you know, that was the game that I liked the most. It is my favorite game. It's the game that I dedicated the most time playing. It's also the game that I believe, you know, people look at me and like, you know, they see me as, you know, this top Dark Souls 3 player. I will say, like, I was pretty much better comparatively in Rainbow Six than I was in Dark Souls. It's just that this game was so much more competitive, and so there was a lot more like top players. Whereas if you take Dark Souls 3, like you can count on like one hand the amount of top players, right? Or like two hands or whatever. Whereas in Rainbow Six, Vegas 2, you know, there was a lot of top players and it was a lot like tighter. But I was extremely good at this and I won championships and, you know, have the receipts to prove it. And it was a blast. I loved it. It was the best time I had gaming, which is why I'm so like excited to like show it, even though we're doing like an Elden Ring stream. Like I like sharing that because I had so much fun there and I have so many like good memories of that game. But yeah, now the landscape has changed. You know, shooting games are not what they used to be. A lot of cheaters now. Also, the era of controller shooters is over. You know, I've always been a controller player. Like, right now, it's the era of mouse and keyboard, and so... with all things considered, it is a different landscape. The muzzle flash gave you a headache? When you pause a lot, you definitely... I mean, it is an older game, for sure. What's your opinion on aim assist? I don't like aim assist. In Vegas 2, there was not a lot of aim assist. It was minuscule, almost unnoticeable. It was a lot of control. I think you guys, when I show you these clips, it's fun to get the explanation of what's going on and everything, but I think a lot is missed when you can't hear the sound of the gameplay as well. Because the sound, like, tell a lot of the story as well. Like, hearing people screaming and hearing the tap of the gun, because sometimes you look at these clips and you're just hearing, or you're not hearing anything, but the sound, like, tells you, like, how I'm tapping the gun, or how I'm handling my gun, because sometimes when I'm pre-firing, I'm like, tap, 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 instead of, like, holding the trigger, but it looks like I'm holding the trigger every time and that I have no recoil, for instance. That's why, like, Fuji earlier said that the game had no recoil, because he can't hear the, like, the fire rate, basically. And like you said, it just looks like one big muzzle flash. You're gonna watch some on YouTube? Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Feel free to, you know, go through anything you want. I think all the footage that I have on YouTube is top tier for this game. Like, it really is. And you're gonna see a lot of the, you know, in a lot of the clips that you're gonna see, you're gonna find the same players and the same name. Like, if you look up, like, MLG Gaming, like, Major League Gaming Championship for Rainbow Six, you're gonna see the same names in, like, these LAN event championships. It's the same, you know, it's the same top players. Should do more of these. You like tactical breakdowns? It's not for everyone. Like, for instance, our viewership went from, like, 125 to 75 right now because I stopped and went through, like, the Rainbow Six stuff. So I'm happy that you appreciated it. I enjoyed, like, going through this. But most people don't care about this. They just want to see the Elden Ring scrub stomping. It is what it is. Hop on CS2, save NA. Nah, dude, as good as I was, I would not dare to pretend that I would be able to pick up any shooting game and become a top player like that. Especially an old game with such a rich history like Counter-Strike. You just cannot just pick up Counter-Strike and become best at it, even if you were a top player in another shooting game. That's not how it works. Competition would be, like, too fierce. It's like, you know, it's same way around, like, you know, if you were to come to Rainbow Six like a year in, like, and fight against me, you had like 8 years of experience. There is no way you were ever going to win. You know what I mean? And I strongly feel like it's probably the same way with Counter-Strike. There's no way I'd ever be able to do anything with like a few years lag of experience behind these players that never stop playing. Oh wow, nice nice Ash there. Insane. It's a very different shooter. I would say that Vegas 2 is the closest thing to Counter-Strike that exists, I think. I think if you're talking about the Call of Duty, you know, the Battlefield, I think these games are, you know, I always saw them as more casual, but when it comes to tactical shooter, I think Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six are like the closest thing, both of them, to tactical shooters. Obviously, they don't play exactly the same because they're not the same game, but the way they play, you know, the one-shot headshot, the way you do rushes in a map, the pre-firing, I would say that compared to other shooting games, they're probably like I would say, what is the game that's closest to Counter-Strike? That's probably Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And when you're talking, let's say, about Siege is actually closer to Call of Duty than Counter-Strike. So Vegas 2 was, in my opinion, like the closest thing to Counter-Strike. But obviously, like you said, they are still very different games. So CS2 is full of cheaters. Hey man, like a big reason why I stopped was that I never like after Rainbow Six, like you have to keep in mind, like I played that for 8 years. The reason I played for so long was because there was never a shooting game that took its place. And so we were waiting for that game for so long. And it just never happened. Let me just focus on this guy real quick. Alright, there you go. So yeah, like, after Rainbow Six, like, Ubisoft was supposed to come out with the next entry, like, after Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And this project was called Rainbow Six Patriots. And you know what? Like, since we're doing this, I think the trailer is still online. Let's find the trailer for Rainbow Six fucking Patriots. The game that never saw the light of day. That was fucking canned and replaced by the slop that is Siege. Let's find that shit. What made me to switch from playing shooting game? Because ultimately I was waiting for Patriots and it never came. So this is what led me. Let's try to find it. Rainbow Six Patriots. They even had a trailer, dude. They canned the fucking project. There you go. Right there. Found it. GameSpot trailer, dude. 2.2 million fucking views. Let's watch it. Rainbow Six fucking Patriots. 720p, guys.
Hi, I'm David Sears, Creative Director for Rainbow Six Patriots here at Ubisoft Montreal. We have reason to believe someone may leak our preliminary target gameplay footage for Rainbow Six Patriots. This gives us the opportunity to actually start a communication with you guys much, much earlier. So we're taking the initiative and we're going to show you the target gameplay footage in its entirety here today. I hope you enjoy the viewing.
14 years ago, guys. Doesn't look too different from games nowadays.
Yesterday by a group identifying themselves as the True Patriots. The video showed...
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mongus.
Blow it out.
You know what I wish for.
Oh, the baby's still asleep.
Wishes do come true.
It's probably Calvin next door. Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. What games don't do nowadays, guys?
Cindy! Get away from her! Oh, Lord.
This is the fucking
Rise and shine.
motherfucker.
Happy birthday, by the way. Very nice place you've got here. You really did cash in on everyone else getting foreclosed, didn't you? Today you're gonna make up for that. We'll do exactly what we say, or we will field dress her like a deer. Your kid, too.
Resident Evil 8.
Coming with us. No matter what
Hey, man.
happens, you get yourself to Times Square.
14 years ago, this one.
Tell Treadway Subject 4 is activated.
Traffic's backed up on the bridge. We're not gonna make it in time.
Stick to the playbook. Treadway's got this operation tuned like a Swiss watch. Listen, you hold this down until Times Square, or your family gets a one-way ticket to the hereafter.
We're taking fire! Engine's cooked!
Insane shit.
Sniper!
Man, this would have been so fucking good.
You better get yourself to Times Square.
The bomb is armed! The van is on fire! Take cover!
So what happened to this game? They canned the project, and they used the assets for Siege.
Hold on, Echo team. Looks like we got a suicide bomber. Scanner's picking up a low C4. We got at least 200 civilians in the kill radius. Do not shoot. Got a dead man switch. Guys rigged to blow. Looks like he's a civilian. A proxy bomb. Bomb squad is on the way. ETA is 7 minutes. More hostiles coming out of the cars. Echo, provide cover fire from your position. Roger that. Glass in the target.
This is a vertical slice of a concept reel. Yeah, basically.
Center lane. Coming out of black sedan.
Yeah, so a lot of the assets and a lot of the stuff that they made for this eventually became like assets for Siege and the Division. So they just canned the project, and we never got to see it. It's unfortunate. I mean, I would have been playing this game probably. I probably would have never gotten into Dark Souls if this ever came out. That would have kept on playing shooting games, tactical shooting games.
Anyone have eyes on the bomb? NYPD is firing on the bomber.
It's so funny how blurry this is in 720p.
Engage NYPD immediately. Are you ordering friendly fire? No time to radio now. Take the shot. Shoot your wound. They're down. Proxy bombers on the move. Echo, go intercept.
Nowadays, this would be a 1080p game with frame gen and DLSS, yeah.
Shut up! More hostiles. Running behind that car.
He blew that cop sneak cap out? Yeah, it's funny.
Enemy neutralized.
Rally on my position.
Nice and easy.
Stop where you are. Don't move. We're here to help him. No, they're gonna kill me. It's gonna be all right. We need you to trust us. I don't want to die. Bomb squad is 3 minutes out. But they told me I have to get to Times Square. Listen. They've got my wife. They've got my kids. Secure. Just hang tight till the bomb squad arrives.
Remote detonator. This is bad. There's more than 100 people still in the kill radius.
We're out of time. I'm sorry. Over here, now! No, hey, no, don't do this! No, what did you do? What I had to do.
Poor motherfucker, dude.
We hope you enjoyed the viewing of Rainbow Six.
You don't see like stories like that anymore, then. Pretty cool to rewatch that after all this time. But yeah, what could have been. Big F for this poor soul. He's now gonna become an undead forever, fucking aimlessly wandering in the lands between. That's the story. Oh man. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow, guys, we got the Game Award, by the way. So tomorrow, Game Award, I'll be streaming the Game Award like I usually do. We're gonna sit here for 2 hours complaining about how all the games suck, and then we're gonna have like maybe one game if we're lucky. But I hope you guys are gonna be here with me to make me feel better about watching this 2 hours of complete waste of time that is the Game Award. Hopefully we get, you know, a little something from Software. Like, we're gonna get a trailer for Tarnished Edition, and that's gonna be the highlight. But yeah, tomorrow Game Award, guys, I'm gonna stream it. I think it's around 7. I'm gonna have to look up the time. Obviously, it's gonna be different time zone for everyone, but... Anyway, guys, thank you everyone for coming by again. I enjoyed, like, just going through some of that old stuff. I really enjoyed my time with Rainbow Six. It was nice, looking at it and explaining everything and all that stuff. Old man yells at Cloud tomorrow. Hey, man. Alright, guys. Take it easy, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by again. And I'll catch you guys up next time. Take care, guys. Let's raid some Nightreign gamers. Because there's probably no one playing Elden Ring. And is there anyone playing Elden Ring? No. All Nightreign players. Alright guys, take it easy everyone. Let's raid Homie Dudley.